Alright, this was video number 2. I got to this point and I'm riding back. I'm on Calaveras, Fremont, Milpitas area, I think. It's definitely Calaveras, but I'm not sure what city. In case I only post this particular video, I mentioned in my other video, which that the heat is just as prevalent. The right side being a little more hotter than the other left side. Also, that I do like the fact there's a little bit more weight at the bottom of the bike, so it lowers the center of gravity a little bit, even more so, I'm gonna say. So I like that feel. I'm not sure if I can actually feel the added weight besides just kind of like where the weight is. So it feels a little bit lower, which is good. That might actually be more heat. I'm not sure if it's because I haven't ridden in a while or I'm wearing thinner pants. Sleeves. So every time I ride this bike, I get a little bit more comfortable with it, and it just gets that much closer to how I feel on a mountain bike. I feel like I'm pretty proficient on a mountain bike, so that's a good thing. I kind of feel like I can flick this bike around. Obviously not as easily as my mountain bike, but I can do the same types of things, or my instincts are to do certain things, and this bike tends to do it. Same way that my mountain bike handles. This category, adventure, lightweight adventure motorcycle, can't believe that no one's come up with this earlier. It's like the best of both worlds. What are you doing? Oh yeah, I guess I do wait. Yeah, so if you're wondering, like I was, like what's gonna feel like, it just feels real good. I mean, I don't know, it just ergonomically it feels like you're not uncomfortable. I would say even if you're shorter or on the shorter end, I wouldn't even get the lower seat, because it'll change like your seating position I mean, I feel a little bit cramped right now. I mentioned how the seat kind of pushes you forward, so you feel like I don't know, like a little bit more like, you know, squatting, I'm gonna say. So if you were had a lower seat, that that position is gonna be even more squatted. So I don't think I'll get the lower seat. I'll just get used to this height when I'm whatever, straddling the bike. But going back to the riding, like if you're wondering about ADV type bikes in general, I mean, this is like, it just makes sense in every regard. Like the fact that it's more upright, you're comfortable, you got wind protection, you can go off-road when you need to, and it doesn't have to be crazy off-road. I mean, it's, you know, whatever, fire roads, gravel. You can't necessarily do that easily on a street bike, or I guess not with a lot of confidence. Or also the amount of travel on the suspension. So I'd highly recommend this category of bike. I would recommend this bike if you're choosing this, or trying to figure out whether you should go with this bike or the Tuareg or a KTM Adventure R or whatever. I kind of feel like those other bikes, you have to constantly qualify them, like in your own mind or with other people. You have to explain to them why you got that particular bike and convince others and yourself why that's the best bike for yourself, versus just going with what you want, which is obviously this bike. I think by far this is the best color too. I don't know, those other colors, they just don't do it for me. The way that the seat is colored too, what are they doing? Anyways. In terms of like body fatigue, there's like zero riding this bike. It's just comfortable. I think the only stressor has got to be the wind noise, and that's a function of the helmet, whether you're wearing ear protection or not. But in terms of just like comfort, besides again that seat kind of pressing you a little bit forward, it's just slightly uncomfortable, but just kind of get used to that. It's not a big deal.